Sorry guys, forgive me, a trim is needed, but we'll get one soon, don't worry. I don't really know what to expect from this video. If you don't know who Fuzi is, he's a OG like YouTuber. I mean, even now he's pretty up there because he does streaming and stuff, and streaming is like the new popping thing that's like going on. So yeah, I'm just interested to see, you know, what's happened to him in it, and you know, yeah, let's just give our opinion on it and then we'll cut.
So it has been a couple of months since we last caught up with our buddy FusiTube. At one time, Yusuf was arguably the biggest creator on YouTube, but now he has hit rock bottom more times than I can count. Last time we talked, Fusi was experiencing his annual crash out, only this time things got even more explosive than usual, with him going off and attacking several of his employees, both physically and mentally.
What I will say is, being this kind of YouTuber is very hard, and that's why, like, now I've started, I'm happy I'm going on this route of just being me and just letting the people who want to watch me come to me. Because here's the thing, yeah, no shots at all. People like Kai Cenat, people like Fuzi, people like Neon, or popping people that are always doing crazy stuff like Speed. It's a thing where you have to consistently put on a character. Let's be honest, even though Speed, let's just use him, Speed's character might be hyper and stuff, you cannot be hyper all the time. That is not your character. You don't just walk and scream at people, you know? That's not his character, no matter what you say. So you can't maintain that 24/7. So when the cameras are on, you have to exaggerate or put on a character. Number two, you always have to one-up or top the last thing you did. So if you're crazy and you're screaming, shouting, yo, look, you have to keep doing that, which is draining. And especially if that's not your normal self, which more times it's not, you're just going to end up being drained and you're going to hate what you're doing. That's why there's pros and cons. For that kind of YouTuber, you can be very big, the most big and the most successful, or you can go down the route of just being a normal, simple YouTuber, being your own character, and you won't be the biggest. You can't. Because people are always going to do the first route and be more entertaining. And being yourself, if I'm being honest, is not entertaining all the time. But you won't get drained and you'll make the content that you love. 24s. Without having to put on an unnecessary character or, try and be something. Or try and, it takes less energy, let me say that. But either route, it's literally up to you. With me, I'm going down the second route. I don't want to be like, yo, what's up, YouTube? Yo. No, I'd rather just be chill and be a good, nice content creator, make the content that's best for the channel, and be my complete self and let the people who come to me, you know?
Fired a cameraman in 5 minutes. Swear to God, on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now. And you personally, I think I would have punched in the face. Stop getting face. Hey, are you slow?
And he didn't used to sound like this. Now, I don't know if it's because of his voice or... Sorry, guys. Let me try and up the quality. I don't know if it's because of, like, streaming a lot that your voice gets tired and it turns into this. But he used to have a deep voice. Like, if you look at him, like, years ago, like, 4 years ago. Nah, 2021. 4 years ago. Yeah, he did not sound like this. He sounded like a nice dude, like deep voice and cool, but that's what I'm saying. Being this kind of streamer, in my opinion, if you're gonna do it for short term, because it's not worth the long term. It's not worth the long term. Whereas if you're talking and you're just being cool, calm, neutral, and just being yourself, making gaming content, of course you have to exaggerate for the camera, have your moments here and there. It'll be less draining, and that's something that's more lasting. It's kind of like giving your world, giving your life.
Like, even his own family was not spared in his quest for someone to blame for his failures.
I'm a Muslim. You guys put me on this earth, Baba, but now I'm 34, so I'm living my own life. So, Baba, this is the last you're ever gonna see me. I live in Australia now.
It's just hilarious to me how someone can go from trying to present themselves as a beacon of positivity and pursuing your dreams, and then the very next day the dude goes against everything that he preaches, develops a massive ego overnight, and pretty much walks around as if he was a god on earth who can abuse and treat anyone around him like a peasant.
I understand. The clout maybe the numbers, the YouTube has got to his head. But you have to realize, man, not everyone is in this position. If you put someone else in that position long enough, maybe most people would be like this. It's not easy handling, knowing a lot of people watch you and eat you, especially as this is your like main source of income as well. So this is your job. So take all of that into account. It's going to mess with your head eventually, especially if you have lots of people watching. I'm going to give Fousey the grace on this, but obviously him talking to people rude, if that's what he's doing, I don't watch him, it's bad.
Kevin, when I say spray, you go to her and you do this in the face, okay?
I've known individuals.
You see what I mean? He knows the camera's on. He's doing this. He has to put on a character. This is bad, yes. You shouldn't go out of your way. You shouldn't treat people like this. But eventually, if you play a character long enough, you're going to go crazy because that's not you. And especially if the camera's on 24/7, where you have no privacy, rarely any privacy, it's mad. It's going to do something to you. So yes, maybe he still has their morals deep inside him, but he's just lost it a bit. People are forgetting that man are human, bruv. No one can be human nowadays. Guys can't make mistakes. Anyway, let's continue watching this. I don't want to make the video too long because I'm the one who edits these.
Individuals like this who treat people around them like crap when they feel like it, and then they try and play it off or play the victim later like nothing ever happened. These types of people almost always end up alone or with their lone victim who endures that type of abuse. But this is really just the Fousey cycle at this point. First he's down and out, humble and begging for pity. At this stage, he's likely reconnected with God and his family.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, this was around 4 years ago, if I'm right. And he sounded normal. He looks good. He's in shape. He's doing well. But of course, people have ups and downs in life, man. You gotta give him
Then
grace.
he starts to get some fame again, some clout online.
Yeah.
Maybe lands a few collaborations with bigger content creators. He
Who's
then
that?
starts to get some money and immediately turns to material possessions for validation. And then his true self kind of starts to leak out. He may say something to the effect that he's going to be the biggest entertainer in the entire world, or maybe he's going to put on some massive events. And then he destroys his life like a horrific plane crash that leaves no survivors.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but like I'm trying to explain to y'all, like now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like...
And that's exactly... Forget the ad, guys. Forget the ad. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me see if I'm even in good frame. Yeah, I am. Yeah. And guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He just said every time Fousey does something and he goes back to his normal self, Yusuf, and he sees what he did, he gets sad and he gets depressed, because that's what I'm saying for the camera. If it's your livelihood, if this is how you make money and how you keep users with attention, you have to do extreme stuff. And these extreme stuff isn't normal. I'm being honest, it's not normal. It's not normally polite, it's not normally friendly, and it takes away from the actual character you are. You know what I mean? So I don't blame him, man. I'm not saying I don't blame him. He needs to be held accountable. But let's say I can sympathize, I can understand. If you're doing content for so long, this is how you feed your family or whatever, then yeah, you're gonna go mad, fam.
And that the Fousey character he created as Yusuf is dead and never coming back.
It's fucking Crash Out. He's pretending to be me. It's not me, okay? You're not gonna get away with this. They're gonna know it's not you. They're gonna know it's not me. You're not me, okay? You're not.
But his big plan now is to become a rapper. This damn near 40-year-old man thinks that he is going to be the next big thing in music, selling out stadiums.
Took a long break, bitch, I'm back.
But this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean by why is the culture so toxic? Yes, he's 40 and he wants to rap. You guys jump him for being FouseyTube. Now he wants to stop being Fousey, stop being a menace to society, and he wants to do rap instead. And now he's getting crucified too. It's like he can't do anything. Maybe not, I shouldn't say crucified, Lord, I'm sorry. Maybe not crucified. But now he wants to get, now he's getting scrutinized too. So it's like, whatever he does, he can't win. And he's 40, yes, he's 40. Samuel L. Jackson started acting at 59, if I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. 49, 59. Anyone can do anything at any age. Of course, I don't promote this music. I'm a Christian. I think this music is vile. Because I'm sure the rap game, or what he's doing, he ain't a Christian. Well, he's a Muslim. But the way he's acting, I'm not going to lie, he's not following Islam. But, yeah, I'm sure the music's not good. But what I'm saying is that he wants to try something new. Try and make his life better, and try have a positive look on him, and turn his life around. And if he wants to try different stuff, we shouldn't penalize that. 4 minutes into the video, guys, we're not gonna watch all of this.
Now I'm too hot. I can't fit these racks that's in my bank in a shoebox.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. This is downright pathetic. Like, this dude should be starting a family or running a business by now. Filthy rich.
That's what you think he should be doing. You're not him. He can make the same thing for you. If you're 27, you should be sleeping with a lot of women. And he's older than you, so he can say that. You know, it's just silly. You can't choose what other people want to do with their life. No, not everyone wants to have a family. Not everyone is cool to have a family. And not everyone wants to do what society deems that they should do. You know, start a family, get a family by 30, be settled. Like, no, he wants to do his own thing. That's what I'm saying. Yes, what he did was wrong. Yes, he should be held accountable for his actions. But his career is not over. Maybe it's just started. There's a lot of people whose career is allegedly over and then they make a comeback. I'm with him, man. I'm supporting him, bro. Although I do think the stuff he did was really bad, I can understand where he comes from. And it's just the lack of sympathy. People think that famous people or content creators are just these perfect human beings. Who's perfect? You know what? If we look into your life and what you've done, off camera as well, have the same energy, innit?
With his entire life situated after being handed the world on a silver platter.
Some retard asked me why Aiden never shout me out, like I'm supposed to give a
He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for years, and instead of investing any of it or building something away from YouTube and his Fousey persona, he overspent renting an LA condo. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on massage parlors and other useless material possessions like jewelry and cars. And now this guy is still out here begging for crumbs at the bottom of the degenerate streaming barrel. I mean, seriously, compare him to someone like Roman Atwood, his longtime friend who had a very similar career trajectory as Fousey. The two even went on a damn world tour together and were co-headliners. But one guy was smart with his money, he never crashed and burned, and now he's just older with his wife and his family, and building businesses, running a podcast, and basically just doing whatever the f*** he wants. I'm sure he could walk away from the internet tomorrow.
Yeah, cool. And I'm sure he's being wise with his money, and congratulations to him for that. But people make mistakes, people live and learn. Fair enough, Fousey is an older man. He should have the common sense to, know what to do, especially because he's been successful for ages now. He should not be asking anyone for money, if I'm being honest. He's right on that. He shouldn't be asking anyone for money. I remember watching this YouTuber back when I was younger. Guys, I'm already young. I'm not going to act like I'm older than I am. But back when I was younger, I remember him being popping then. So he's done good to keep his trajectory. I guess he's just like he said, used his money to prioritize spending on the wrong stuff instead of spending money on businesses and stuff. And it goes down to this at the end of the day. The love of money is the root of all evil, which is what the Bible says. And money can't buy happiness. Yes, he has a lot of money, but look at him. He doesn't look okay. He doesn't look sane. He's still even trying to figure his way out. So that's what happens, man, when you're in love with views and love with money. And that's why I'm very cautious and very wary and against these streamers and content creators that put on this big persona, because you can't do it forever. I'm not saying, I'm better than all these men and I did the right route and I'm so good. No, but I'm saying that at first, I've always wanted to make content. At first, I wanted to do what he was doing. Be a streamer and be like, yo, what's this? Oh my gosh, jump around, do all of that extra stuff. But I knew it would get draining. And number two, it's not me. If you can do that here and there, I think that's good. Maybe, you're uploading 3 days a week. Or you pre-record videos and you can upload daily. You do a lot of videos one day and you upload daily. That's cool. But give some time to yourself to be yourself, I think the best way to do YouTube is literally be yourself and let the right people come to you. Now you don't have to act. Now people like you for you. And you can do what, you can make the content that you like. And people will watch you for that. But yeah, in my opinion, this is a great example when people abandon their morals for views and money. Pray for him, man, honestly. I know a lot of people are hating on him right now. Oh, your music career is flopping. Let's look at their life and let's see if we can say the same. Alright, guys, be easy.